I'm a pioneer. Catch me on Sports Center.
One reflection, one team, one goal, one dream. We taking it to another level. Team hitting harder than heavy metal. Came here for respect, ain't gon' never settle. Pioneer League, there ain't nothing better. Light it up, 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 light it up.
Turn up, turn up, turn up.
We set the tone.
Yeah.
Team deeper than the baritone. Like we split the group up, how we breaking bone. Better man up or get carried home. Then we carry on with the program. If my brother's going, then I'm going, fam. Don't make promises, I want the promised land. Couldn't pass you the torch, you might burn a hand. Gotta earn it, fam. I ain't come to be friendly, demand respect. Ain't gon' give it up easy off with your head. I deserve everything I'm about to get. Leave it all on the field, don't have nothing left. Think the boy is a bluff, put me to the test. That's on God, I'm official, don't need a ref. Get your weight up, little homie, you need some reps. Meet you up on the 50, you know the rest. One reflection, one team, one goal, one dream. We taking it to another level. Team hitting harder than heavy metal. Came here for respect, ain't gon' never settle. Pioneer League, there ain't nothing better. Light it up, 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 light it up.
Yeah. Just catch us on PFL Sports Center, man. Y'all know where we at, man. You already know how we do this. Every week, all week long. Y'all know where we at. We don't talk much. We about that action, boss. About that action, boss. Yeah.
You see this ball? You see this ball? Your job is not to catch the wiffle ball or walk football. The wiffle ball is to distract you.
Ooh.
We're gonna throw this.
What's going on? New York Patriots softball practice. So you got the Reds on. Camp has started. Week 2, still taking new players on. Young ladies 16 and under, 18 and under, 24 and under. Getting the training going, throwing the ball around. Spring training time. Indeed.
Because he's gonna throw this one to distract you.
Really cool drills going on.
You got it?
So we have now reached Super Bowl week. Or the week before the Super Bowl. And we're gonna obviously take some trips, including we'll be out in Los Angeles, California, not this week, next week for the Super Bowl. Should be a good time. Check out the SoFi Stadium in the Inglewood section of Los Angeles. And shortly after that, we'll be taking some more trips as we're starting to open this thing back up after the pandemic has hit. So back to our old ways. We definitely missed out on Tampa last year, but we're back in the swing of things, getting this thing going and, getting back to business as usual. So Pioneer League, New York Patriots, softball. Let's check it out.
First line, go. Stop. And set. Go. Go. Elbows up. Go. Next time, go. Stop. Not like that. If you run.
Looking alright. Gotta reverse. We gotta engineer reverse some of the fundamentals for some of the younger girls. But other than that, it's looking good.
Does being in a gym help or hinder the training?
I guess for the environment right now it helps, but I wish we had a grass so I could really just throw them on actual balls. Because the imaginary thing, it works, but we'll see once we start throwing actual equipment on.
How important is the setup of the foundation to the throw?
Also, it's important because it comes from your hip, your shoulder, and everything leads. Once you throw over your shoulder, it leads where the ball got to go. Some people just look, they just throw, and now you got a wild ball. So that's an important foundation. Just like your step when you swing for your bat, that's important. Everything's in the hips and the arms. If you don't have that down, you're gonna have a long day on the field.
So out of all the things that you could actually see from a player during something as abbreviated as an OTA, what are you looking for in terms of their ability to get the information? Like, how does a player impress you if there's no
I just
ball?
want to see progression, see what you learn, see, you know, if what you learned today, you implement it next week when I see you, and so forth. I get it that, you know, these are not the pros, they're not going to be 100%, but the progression is important, especially during RTAs, because then you fall into practice and then I can make the adjustments, whether you're going to start, what position is best to put you in, if I will put you in the outfield or infield, what works best for you, if your arm is strong enough, if your legs are strong enough, all of that plays a role. So I may not have like a little, clipboard, but I'm making mental notes.
What's going on, Coach Collier?
How you doing, my brother?
Okay, can't complain, sir. What's going on with you?
What you mean? Eye patch wise?
I mean, let's start there, yeah, okay.
Double vision.
I wasn't going to say it.
The double vision.
Double vision, gotcha. Now, once the vision clears up, are you going to keep it just for the effect?
Yes.
Because it looks like as you're coaching with the thing,
Yes.
there is a newfound, I'm going to shut up because the guy with the eye patches.
Yes, and I'm going to switch it during halftime.
Makes sense.
Move over to the eye.
Just to confuse?
Just confuse people.
So welcome to another season of Patriot football, Coach Collier. What are some of the goals this year? What's your role this year?
Role is still up in the air, but as of now, I'm D coordinator. Goal is just to make sure the defense is very, very cohesive. We have the talent. Just want to get these guys on the right page mentally so we can execute.
And what's your biggest challenges this year? I mean, last year was more of getting acclimated, getting your feet wet or what have you, and now you're in the pool, so.
Right now, I feel like our weakness was the D-backing core, so we got to strengthen that up. We got to make sure these guys, like I said, our front seven to me has never been a problem. It's the D-backs and their mental mistakes, not their talent, but their mental mistakes. So just get people from being an individual and play like a team.
Have you checked out the schedule yet, or are you still in preseason training camp mode where opponent doesn't matter at this point?
Opponents don't matter to me right now. I mean, I've looked at the schedule, but they don't matter. I mean, I feel like anybody we line up against, we're better than. So I got to convince these guys the same thing.
Gotcha. And what's the plan for the OTAs while you're inside? Since you're not on a turf field, you're not outdoors or what have you, what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of that?
Well, the advantage is right now we can get these guys in shape. I mean, I just want to see, what they look like physically, what their feet look like. We can go over the basics in here. I don't see us getting any passing or pass defense really going in here. We can work on handoffs. We can work on, get reps doing that. But other than that, for me, it's just conditioning.
And, now that I'm in my new role in the front office, now I can ask you, like, the questions I couldn't ask you before. Like, for example, give me some names of some players that are impressing you so far through the third eight.
I'm not impressed, period. Just OTA.
What is a player that right now you want to step up because you haven't seen what you need to see out?
Tajay. I would like to see Tajay step up. Keith is in a new role, so I'm looking to see what Keith can do. Keith is taking a big responsibility by leaving the defense, something that he's very comfortable with, and pretty much leading the offense, being a quarterback. So, I just want to see where he's going to be mentally. And on the flip side, we have Big Chazon leaving the quarterback position and going down to the line. These are things that they say they can do, but they won't be really comfortable. Maybe it's about game 2. So I'm just hoping these guys can really take their new role and build on what fundamentals they have.
Nice. Now, who has not shown up to camp? We call them holdouts, even though they're not holding out for money because we're not paying them. But who's holding out that you're trying to get into camp so they can get the work in? You want to shout them out?
Mitchell, Peanut. I'm trying to get him in camp. A big old lineman. A very smart old lineman. He's a vet. He's played for other teams. So I would love to get him in the camp. You know, I'm a winning coach. Is like right now, I'm really focused on the guys that are here. You know what I mean? So I believe we build it, they'll come. I believe that the Patriots, as a whole organization, is something that, unfortunately, at this level, these players need to see what we have sometimes and feel like almost that they're not needed before they want to come. You know what I mean? They want to. So we're not chasing anybody. Bottom line, we're going to. We have some stuff going on. Our name is going to speak for itself, and I guarantee by the time the OTAs end, we're going to have a full house. You know what I mean? I mean, as a coach this year, I am doing a little bit of recruiting, but I'm just calling up people. I'm not begging anybody. Look, this is what we got. What can you add to our pot to make this gumbo work? You know what I mean? And that's it.
Down. Set. Go. Work that first move. Go back. Left leg forward, right leg back. You're going to get comfortable in both stances, man. Don't matter where y'all play. Down. Let's go down. Set. Go. Nice. You're going to work that rip. Boom one, you better come up, boom one. If the swing is your first move, swing hard. All right, let's go. Let me get one good last one. Down. Set. Go.
So, ahora volviste a la Patriots. No, I'm so cozy.
Oh, keep on. You know, Ag played for the Colts, so you can use that as a
I know. That's why I'm mad that I didn't know his name right now. I was like, wait, well, I don't know his name. So, estamos aquí contigo otra vez. Viniste para otro año. ¿Qué posición, qué número y qué tú estabas haciendo por el último año que no estaba aquí?
Bueno, un placer, mi nombre es Ángel Heredia. Yo antes jugaba para los Colts con Coach Black. Me enteré sobre los Patriots hace varios años atrás y cuando vi que Keys en Davis estaban jugando para este equipo, en verdad me interesó porque yo soy de la gente de que me gusta siempre seguir a mis amigos, tú sabes. Si ellos van a poner un equipo, I just, always jump in.
Uptown, old school vibes.
You know.
So, let me hear that name, that number, position,
Gotcha.
and what team you playing?
I
Playing from the past.
I claim all Uptown vibes, all of the Gators, New York Patriots. My name is Christian Ramsey, number 7. Number pending, of course, not necessarily sure, but I play running back and receiver. Came over here this past whole season, and I'm excited for the upcoming season. I'm really ready to play. Thanks to Pat, thanks to the rest of the coaching staff here, and the players accepted with arms wide open. And I'm ready to get things started. I'm ready to roll. That's my second time here at the off-season camp, and I'm ready to get things going. I'm excited. A little late due to traffic, rush hour and whatnot, but I'm here. Ready to get that work in. Already dressed. No excuses.
I'm loving the energy. So that's the type of energy that you're bringing into the season, right? That's the type of energy we get.
Ready to go. This is giving me cold vibes. I love it.
And what are you excited about? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to meeting the new faces, going to war with the guys and everything like that. It's all a very stimulating experience, and I'm ready to put on the pads and bang with these guys. It's gonna be fun. I'm ready to win. That's the most important thing. I'm ready to help and do whatever I can, whether it be cheering some folks on the sideline or actually go out there and perform. I'm ready to get things rolling.
So, how you doing today?
All right.
Good. State your name, jersey, and the team you're coming from, if any.
Alright, my name is Richmond Fox. My jersey name is 15. I'm not coming from no jersey. I played in high school, a lot of football, so it's nice to get out there.
What high school?
Frederick Douglass Academy in Harlem.
Harlem boy. Okay, I see you.
Yeah.
And so this is your first time ever playing on an outside team besides high school?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. And what are you excited to see during the season?
The biggest thing, obviously, is seeing the team gel, mesh, see how we all get along, and then how we perform on the field with our work going.
Okay. And what position and what can you bring to the table with that position?
All right, so I'm wide receiver. So the first big thing I noticed is that there's a lot of receiver work in here. So I'm trying to bring kind of like that mentality of get that work in as a receiver, pump the team up, keep the receivers going, keeping that energy right. That way you can win games. That's what we got to do.
I would get nervous. Hey, this is Goya from New York Patriots, and we're here with Q. Do me a favor, introduce yourself and tell me where you coming from. What team you coming from?
I'm Q Banks. I come from a couple of teams, but the Bandits, the New York Bandits.
And I just want to know, like, what made you come to the Patriots?
I like the organization. We're good for the pack. You know, we had a conversation, and I like to see how things are going. It looks fun. It's like a family. I can play any position, so whatever the team needs is what I bring to the team.
Okay. Is there anything that you expect from us?
No expectations.
For the season?
We just gotta play hard. As long as we play hard, we win. The group, the young group, see how they handle pressure, traveling, adversity, stuff like that. The Patriots remind me of, I gotta say, the younger Bandits team. You have a lot of talent. You got to see you got players willing to just have fun and do for each other. And you got good leadership, so that's the key. If everybody follows the leader, we put the egos to the side, then we'll be all right. Make it work.
Now, I know everybody in City Pro football is wondering this. How many years you got left in you, dude?
This is it.
Y'all say that every year.
No, this is it. This is the last, spring, whatever. This is it.
Why is it, and why the Patriots was the one to be the it?
Because Pat is an extension to me of the Billy and Tito brand, and I'd rather end it with that brand.
The Pat Bang.
Yeah, I'd rather end it with the brand, and like I said, we had a phone call, and Pat's always been genuine to me. We had genuine conversations. When we talked about it, I said I end it like this.
So we're wrapping up here. Let's give you some Fordham women's basketball updates. Had a big game today as they continue Atlantic 10 play. They played at Duquesne out in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're familiar with that. Took home a 59-52 win. Big win. So heading to the top of the standings, they do have a tough back end of the schedule as they head to Rhode Island next Sunday on Super Bowl Sunday, followed by the following Wednesday at UMass, and then Saturday, February 19th against Dayton at home. They finish off with Richmond and Davidson. Richmond away, Davidson at home before the Atlantic 10 tournament March 2nd. So hopefully they will open up the game for fans so we can check it out again. But again, we shall see and kind of take it from there. So as you can see, already ready. Although not sure I might have to get a Bengals jersey too, because it's a pretty interesting matchup between the Rams and the Bengals. Joe Burrow looking like Joe Cool of old, and Stafford, who suffered all those years with the Lions, finally getting a chance to be a champ. So, but one way or another, we'll see you in LA. Up until then, next week, obviously, we will not be recording anything live yet. We will save the Super Bowl stuff for the following week. We'll give you some highlights from past Super Bowls just to get you ready for the game. For War Pioneer Sports Center, David Patterson. See you later.